bit late, but we're here. Hello, hello. Gotta make some posts, actually. Make sure everyone knows. But yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna continue that Silco video essay script. Discord post. There you go. Okay. Man, there's some spicy stuff happening on the Discord. Very spicy. All right. Okay. Oh, hey, bad weather. Welcome, welcome. All right. Okay, let's hop over and get this done. Get this shit done. Supposed to switch to that one. There you go. All right, let's see if we can actually turn this into something worth making a video essay on. We'll just be 2 years late to the game since it's arcane. No big deal. I still can't bring my elbows in or like a 60-degree angle. I think I need to make sure to stretch before working out. Oh yeah, so get this. So my fencing class at the end, they were talking about just basic announcements and stuff, right? And one of the students was like, "Oh, by the way, we're gonna be doing some socializing, hanging out and stuff after class starting next week. Just going to a bar, getting drinks, some good food, talking, that kind of stuff." I had asked if there was something specifically like that, almost right after I started. They're like, no, yeah, there's nothing like that. I'm like, okay. Well, because I would very much be interested in that. Then I start doing this 4:30 wake up schedule, and I'm like, So I went to sleep last night, weighing the benefits of like, okay, if I specifically didn't do these productivity streams on Tuesday, how much would it fuck over my sleep schedule to go to bed later than I already do? Because usually I'll get to bed at like 9:30, which is 7 hours of sleep on Monday. You know, but instead make it, dude, what would that end up being? Like 10:30, 11:30? Phew. But, alright, so. Just recap everything that I've written. This will definitely need to be edited. Ampersand. Yep, exactly, Riddler. It's SOS. Also, welcome, Leo. Uh, possibly. Possibly. That might be, yeah. Or who knows, maybe I'll send this script over to some people. If they pay for it, right? Yeah, back. All up here, Rockback. It's all up here. That's part of the aspect of it being a spite script. Seeing a stupid fucking clickbaity thumbnail and being like, no, fuck you. I'll write a better script without an outline or anything, just from what I have in my head. Mm-hmm. Yep. No, I didn't. I'm not gonna give it my views or watch time. Nope. You know, clickbait doesn't have to be indicative of the content, but there are some cases where it's just like, that clickbait is so awful, it gives me an absolute distrust that there is anything of quality really in that video. Hey, nice.
Hey, Pickle.
entirely sure how to stick this in for the landing. Because my thesis essentially is that Silco is the most underrated character in Arcane. That's kind of already been stated, and the points for that have been made clear, and now it's starting to bleed into the issues that I have with Arcane. Okay, here's maybe how I can bring the ship in for a landing. Ooh, I need it. Google Docs you're drunk. adore the scene, I want to have the flare scene be what's the last footage that's used. And I haven't even started the timer once today. There we go. All right. How many words is this in total? Okay, 1,600. It's probably not too crazy for a video essay. It could be pretty short, actually. What is the traditional reading speed? Average verbal reading speed. 183 words per minute. Okay. So that's about 8 minutes. Perfect. 9 minutes. 9-minute video. That's like perfect video essay length. Okay. I want to record this. Okay. I will need to edit this though. Just to clean it up, make it a bit sharper. But I like this. I think this is the first video essay script I've actually finished. Most of the time when I start writing them, I get like halfway through and then I don't actually finish it because I'm like, it doesn't really feel like there's much that's like worth being said here, you know? More of the stating the obvious kind of stuff. Whereas with this one, I feel like to a small extent, it was also like external processing, you know, of like, okay, what exactly are my thoughts here, you know? Because I wish Arcane wasn't grimdark. I think it would work a lot better if it wasn't. And that's even assuming that there's not going to be a second season that involves Jinx and Vi. Because I really don't think there should be. I can probably milk 20 minutes out of it. I don't want to. I don't want to. So let's check this out. Arcane. Secret to Good Writing. Was that what it was called? Yeah. Key to freakishly good dialogue. 20 fucking minutes when I'm guessing the entire point of this video is just every line counts and then maybe stating some favorites. I'm all for recap and favorites, right? But like, yeah, come on. Come on. And this is just like, that's so low-hanging fruit. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, this is actually something I might be interested in checking out. Notes from the writers. That does seem pretty great. Yeah. There's a part of me that wanted to literally link a clip of Brando Sando talking about how, yeah, I had a lot of problems with Arcane, but then once I realized it was grimdark, then it all made sense and it all clicked, and okay, yeah, now I see it as a masterpiece. Because I'm still salty that that flare scene wasn't like... No, not that it wasn't the end. That the flare scene was backpedaled on. We could have had a hype as shit final act. Or even like, you know, if the flare scene had been pushed back a little bit, like final like 2 episodes, you know? But... yeah. Narrative inconveniences. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Recording the damn thing. Ugh. I'm not used to reading off a script either. I'll have to figure out how to make it, like, sound natural and stuff. How to record it without cringing at your own writing? Well, that's why you edit, so that hopefully you remove the cringe parts. But yes, there is definitely that element. Like, say, if I were conversing with somebody that I'm close with and have a good vibe with, say a brother or something, that makes it a lot less cringe because then it's a conversation, right? When it's something like this, there's this notion that, like, if you're doing a video essay, there's this inherent idea that what you're saying should be, like, profound or whatever, right? Like, because otherwise, what's the point in stating it, right? Like, yeah. Because essentially you could just be, like, mansplaining to just the whole internet, right? What's that? Oh. 7 o'clock. Well, we did a good amount of writing today. Go back to where it started. Okay. Wait, only... Oh, whoops. I clicked off. Yeah, 1,200 words. 1,250. That's about, you know, the usual quota for a morning. Of course, it's me just writing my own thoughts rather than writing a story. But yeah, no, I'm happy with this. We'll see if I'm happy with it when I actually go to read it. Yeah. And see, amidst the hey, let's ride Silco's dick, I slip the spicy bits in there. Yeah. All right. What to do? I think I need to come up with some way to, because I don't just want to like be like twiddling my thumbs and like, you know, wasting time, you know. But at the same time, it takes a decent amount of time to like get into a project, you know. So if I don't have if I finish a project like this, it doesn't necessarily make sense to try and go into another one, because by the time I get into it, I'll be out of time. Let's see. Maybe I just make it so that if I complete the thing that I'm working on, then do something else. Well, I'm gonna be playing FF14 today anyways, so doing dailies doesn't really do much. Oh, okay, here's something I could do. Yeah. Okay. So, what the fuck? All right. Character building. Now, because YouTube's is dumb. So, okay, well, first off, just gonna do that, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water and stuff. And then we'll start with, like, you know, working on that whole character thing that I have up. It's a pretty cool idea, I think. Okay. Prompt doc back? What kind of prompt? Like for a D&D character or something? I also heated up a burger in the microwave. So I'm gonna be eating while streaming. Hope you guys don't mind my chewing. Breakfast burger, yep. Also, should probably update the stream info. Okay. You know, I don't exactly have a good image for this, so I'll just go back to the monkey. All right. Okay. So, here's what we're working with. I had this notion where I was like, what if I made an artificer, but like I didn't totally hate it? Because, in case you weren't aware, I absolutely despise the artificer class. The reason for this, well, there are many reasons. Subclasses are poorly designed. I think Wizards doesn't know how to do half-casters. Etc., etc.
And the whole, you're a person who makes magic items, and because of that you get magic items as a class feature, is uninspired and unimaginative and limiting and all of these other things. But I was like, okay, in what way, in what world would I actually enjoy playing an artificer? Because I haven't played one before. And also a lot of my reason that I hate the artificer is because of how dirty they did the alchemist. And I played an alchemist in Pathfinder and it was fucking amazing. But if anybody picked an alchemist and thought it was legitimately a good statistical option in 5e, I would laugh. I would actually laugh, like out loud, in their face. Well, hopefully not in their face. But there would probably be a lot of, like, confused blinking and silence. So, the thing that I find the most interesting about the artificer is, well, okay. Oh, good for you, Akbak. Good for you. That's awesome. Sounds like you made it semi-playable. But is not the armorer. It's the battlesmith, because battlesmith gets a companion. There are other classes that get companions, but a companion is something that, you know, it makes it different from a few classes out there. It's certainly the most interesting subclass, which for some reason it's also the one that gets int mod to attack and damage. I have no idea why the gunner and armorer don't get that too. It's like intentionally doing the hexblade problem, but for when you're designing a whole new class. It's dumb. Anyways, so battlesmith. Basically Iron Man if Iron Man was lame. Also, armorer is the one subclass that doesn't get shield. What the fuck? The difference between medium armor and heavy armor is 1 AC if done properly. You're already making it busted by giving it shield in general. That's usually a multi-class thing. Hey, bad weather. Anyway, so, Artificer and Battlesmith has the advantage that their companion is specifically a construct. Now, the Battlesmith as a companion is largely, in many, many ways, strictly worse than the Ranger updated Beast Companion. You don't have multiple methods of transportation. Its skill ranks are better. I believe its damage is worse. Just a bunch of things, right? But it does have certain advantages. It doesn't scale based off of your ability scores, so you don't need to have a high wisdom or whatever, right? That was kind of lame that the Ranger has to do that. 2, because it's a construct, it has certain immunities. The main one is exhaustion. That means that, you know, if you ever wanted to have, like, if you wanted your construct to be just like a machine, like an actual machine, like a motorcycle or something, you could do that. It's only got a 40-foot speed, so that's super lame. Slightly faster than your average person, and significantly slower than, you know, a monk, or as fast as like a basic barbarian or whatever. But, you know. Yeah, Artificer could have been so cool. And God, did they make it boring. Now, here's the thing. One of the things that I've always wanted to try is a Warforged Battlesmith. A machine that made another machine. Doing a kind of Voltron thing. Well, one of the things that I had as an idea is that because your companion can kind of take the form of whatever you want, right? My idea is you have one of your infusions be a bag of holding, and then you play as a race that doesn't need to breathe. Now, there's multiple ways to do this, but essentially, you play your character in the party as the companion. But you're being commanded from within the bag of holding. Now, you wouldn't necessarily have like senses outside, so maybe that exactly wouldn't work. But the other idea would be to see if your DM would be okay with using your companion as armor, essentially, right? So you're entirely inside your companion. And so your companion is doing its thing with its stats, but you're inside it. And then if your companion breaks, if it goes to 0 HP or whatever, then you freaking pop out of it, right? Yeah. And basically just do that. And then that might be a way to make it so that it's actually interesting, right? And then you could theoretically, like right now I have this person statted up as like a Warforged. Isn't the power armor a totally different option for Artificer? Yes, but it's a sucky option, right? So, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The armorer is a different subclass from Battlesmith, but I fucking hate just about every subclass that the Artificer has. So, my idea is that you do it like armor. You're fighting just as your companion, which isn't necessarily great. But theoretically you could still cast and stuff from within the machine. Now, maybe you wouldn't actually want to do this, but like, I don't know. It's just some way to try and make things more interesting. Then the other thing that I thought of was using the reloading friggin' what the fuck is that feature called? Infusions. Yeah, God, I hate it so much. On a firearm. Now the thing is, firearms are also written in a way that it's absolutely bullshit, dumb, stupid ass, all the awful words that I could say in 5e. Because they have two different features based on what kind of weapon it is. They have the loading property, which is like the crossbow, right? Which is already kind of pushing it for crossbows, you know, of like, okay, you can't fire more than once in a turn if it has the loading property. Cool. There are lots of ways to get past the loading property. The Artificer is one of them. You take the reloading, I forgot the term, the reloading doohickey, and make it so that one of your doohickeys is a thing that has the loading property. It has a +1 enhancement, and it loses the loading property, and it uses its own ammunition, right? It conjures ammunition. Cool, right? You do that for like a pistol or a musket. There you go. So then you have a pistol. It's auto-refiring. It's a D10 in one hand. So basically, it's Eldritch Blast with extra steps and way worse range and things. But then you can use like a shield with it, have super high AC, right? Because... shield. Right, boom. Cool 20 AC at level 3 with shield to get to 25. Now the problem with firearms in 5e is that if you go to anything else, well, okay, no, I won't do it here. Let's do. So there's the loading property, which is for crossbows and early, like, black powder muskets and pistols and things like that for firearms. But there's a different property called reloading. Not loading, reloading. They are different. And reload means that you have to use a bonus action or an action to reload after a certain number of shots. And for some reason, it switches the mechanic to this if the gun would be able to fire multiple shots at once. Or multiple shots before reloading, right? So if it's like a revolver, for instance, it would have like reload 6 instead of just, you know, something else, right? Because of that, rules has written the Artificer infusion, that's what it is, infusion of fucking where the fuck is it? Repeating shot would not work with this. Also, technically, since this is a simpler martial weapon, it wouldn't work with firearms anyway, which is fucking dumb. Then you might as well just say take a crossbow and remove the loading feature. Good grief. But if you have a DM that is not scared of doing things slightly off raw, and I wanted to say it this way, but I didn't because that would have been a bit mean, but if you have a DM that is okay with doing things that are fun, try and make an argument for like, hey, I'm playing this much worse class that has lame subclasses, and I kind of don't want it to just be a worse Eldritch Blast that I spend more resources to get, right? So, see if they would let you get an actual proper firearm. If not, just get them to remove the martial simple whatever restriction on pistols and muskets, and then there you go. You can be a pistol user with a shield. But, you know, whatever. But this is basically the idea. These were just stats that I rolled. It's not going on like arrays or points or whatever. And this was the idea. This was the idea, more or less. It's kind of already done because there's not a whole lot to it. But... oh, wait. Oh, they're proficient with firearms. Optional rule at GM's discretion. Oh, really? Huh. AC 20 at level 3 isn't that crazy. I mean, I guess it's independent of stats, so that is actually pretty crazy. And really, it's 25 at level 3 because you get a shield. Where's the proficiencies? Does it literally list simple weapons? Okay, does it say under Battlesmith? Weird. I mean, okay, Okbak, if you think that AC is crazy, Now, imagine this is an 18 instead of a 20, because this is what it was at level 3, or even level 2, but level 3, since that's where the campaign started. And then ignore the bracers of defense, right? Mage armor, plus 5 dexterity, 18 AC. Blade Song, add intelligence, which was plus 4 back then, 22. And then add shield, 27 AC, level 3. That's at level 1, keep in mind. Yeah, okay, yeah. Wait, you got full plate at level 1? Holy shit. But, yeah, so that was kind of the idea that I had for this character. Even explaining it, I'm not entirely sure if I like it that much. Because, like, Although, I will say, there was something that, so there was something that someone did in a game that I was in that blew me away. So, at level 10, my AC was 25 base, 29 with cleric buffs. Damn, that's cool. Okay, so, Divination Wizard. Really cool, right? Their portent ability is nutty. Their expert divination that they get at level 6 is also surprisingly, ridiculously nutty. Beginning at 6th level, casting divination spells comes so easily to you that it expends only a fraction of your spellcasting efforts. When you cast a divination spell of 2nd level or higher using a spell slot, you regain 1 expended spell slot. The slot you regain must be of a level lower than the spell you cast and can't be higher than 5th level. So, normally, this is just a utility upgrade, right? It's so that divination wizards can cast utility spells and not have it affect too much of the other spells that they know throughout the day, right? Things like sending, scrying, that kind of stuff. It's very helpful. It's just generally very helpful. Yeah, exactly, Bedweather. Straight up. That is how I feel about the Artificer. If you want to play a half-caster, just play a Paladin. They're the only good half-caster in 5e. But, so, divination spells, right? Divination spells are like never attack spells. Except this one. What the fuck? Why is it? Okay, there we go. It's a divination spell. It does damage. Do you realize what this means? Now, granted, the damage isn't fantastic, right? But I was playing with a divination wizard that did like a bunch of locate objects and like things like that, and you know, just a bunch of divination spells. And then we get into combat, and he starts doing an upcasted mind spike every turn. I'm like, why are you doing that? They're like, well, it's a divination spell. I'm casting a leveled spell for damage and using it to get back my other spell slots. You blew my goddamn mind. Blew my goddamn mind. Now again, this isn't crazy damage. It's better than a cantrip, but like, you know, it's nothing crazy. But like the economy for this is kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyways, yeah. I just got blown away by that. Cause like imagine, right? You cast a bunch of 2nd level spells. And then you cast a bunch of 3rd level spells of this to get those 2nd level spells back. And then you cast a bunch of 4th level spells to get those 3rd level spells back. And then you cast a couple 5th level spells to get those 4th level spells back. And then you use those, and then you cast, you know, more 2nd level spells. And then you cast 3rd level spells to get those back. And then you cast 4th level spells to get those back. And then, you know, and then you 2nd level, 3rd level, 2nd level, you know, like you can do, holy shit. Like you can dip so much into your spell slots just by using this attack spell. Because like the big limiter, right, would be that otherwise it'd be kind of a waste to just spam a bunch of divination spells that are like utility stuff. You don't actually need the utility, but you can always use damage, right? Anyhow. Yeah. Now, granted, casting it at second level, you wouldn't really want to do, because second level, it's just a cantrip by that point, and not a great cantrip either. Well, actually, no. Second level, it's still 3d8 damage. Yeah. But you're the primary information hunter of the party? No, yeah, exactly. No, the divination school is still great without this. It's still fantastic. Because most wizards, because you wizards are better at utility casting than, say, like sorcerers and stuff, most wizards will use a fair amount of their spells per day on divination spells, right? So this feature basically, so expert divination basically just makes it so that you get, it rewards you for being a team player, right? And it says it's not actually that much of a cost for you. But with this on top of that, when you're like on top of being the person that's the information hunter, right? You can also be a damage dealer. And it blows my mind. It blows my mind. And maybe like when you're actually doing an execution, it's not as good as it sounds, because like you cast this at a 4th level to, do 5d8 damage. It's not great for a 4th level spell. You could be doing Blight for 8d8, right? But if that's giving you back a 3rd level slot, which in turn gave you back a 2nd level slot, like that's pretty good. Anywho, it's not often that I'm blown away by someone else's build, but that was it. Yeah. But okay, let's completely delete that artificer character, because I've had a moment of clarity and realized that God, I don't want to play an artificer. I don't. Okay, this one is in a campaign, so this is the one. What the fuck? Go home, D&D Beyond, you're drunk. My 2 ideas I have knocking about in my head as a halfling divination wizard who is seen as a good luck, bad luck charm, and a barbarian who doesn't rage all that often because he's a chill dude. I like it. I've always wanted to make a barbarian that, like, you wouldn't think is a barbarian by looking at them, Like, and maybe even flavor their rage as being something else, Yeah, for real bad weather. Ugh, it's bad. It's bad. No, I mean, that does sound amazing, Knockback. What the fuck? D&D Beyond, come on. Is this just because I canceled my subscription? I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Wow, okay, we'll just close that entirely. 3rd time's a charm. Okay. Just 5e in general is sad for artificers. Are sad for artificers. Like, it's... Ugh. Oh yeah, this is another thing that I've come up with is like a... Just, I don't know. Problem, I guess? I don't know. Is like... when I think of like options for what to do with Pathfinder 2e core rulebook is still in backorder in most places. Oh, that's wow. I'm glad they're getting so much love, because God, like I was able to, you know, enjoy the D&D movie, but like I so want to be done with 5e. I so want to be done with 5e. Can you give an example of that off-brand barbarian rage you mentioned? Oh, yeah, so let's say we make a barbarian, but like, what if it wasn't that they were raging? What if it was more of like a battle trance, right? 5e doesn't have Dex barbarian options, but let's say you were a Dex barb. Well, I'm playing a Dex barb actually, and it's great. And then yeah, you could definitely do it as a battle trance or whatever. Wait a minute. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Did I just... Yeah, like how Open Legend do. Yeah. Did I just come up with something nutty? I think I might have. Scratch this. Not barbarian. Well, okay, barbarian. If it's just for the standpoint of making a better barbarian, that absolutely works. But you could also do it as a monk. Well, no, because barbarian can get a shield, but you can't do that if you're in... Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. So if I make this as a level 3 character, well, actually, technically, if I do it like that, I want to start here. Get the extra wizard spells. So you might realize where I'm going with this. Now, maybe this doesn't actually matter, because then, like, you could cast mage armor normally anyways. But wow. Now, and if this was also... Wait a minute. Wait. But 3 stats that just get too ridiculously high. No, okay. No, so that... No, that's not... No, okay. Okay. Can do. All right. So, Shunny Boy, if you're here, still here, you about to see something crazy. Ooh, yeah, Josiah, that'd work too. When Rage is activated, the character gets really quiet. Yeah. Yep. Kenku Death Cleric. I mean, that'd be funny. But I'm just going to do something nutty here. So. Why is this so slow? Jesus Christ. Maybe I shouldn't even do rolls. Maybe I should just... Yeah, no, that's just... Okay. So we'll do some kind of ability score package. All right. Well, this. Sure. Why not? So this is the package that our group often uses just because it's nutty and silly, right? Okay. So, yes, nutty ability scores, right? But theoretically for this, you only need one high stat, and that's intelligence. Yeah, whatever. This doesn't really matter. Okay. Yeah. Min-maxy as fuck array, yeah. But here's the main point. Turtles have a base AC of 17. Blade Singing specifically adds your intelligence to your AC. So, even without crazy stats, you Blade Sing. And if you have a +5 int, which isn't too hard to do, then boom, you're rocking a 27 AC at level 2, because +5 to AC from Blade Song and then +5 from Shield. And that's only from one stat. You don't need 2 like you do for Blade Singer normally to get that high of AC. Which means that if you have a second high stat, you can just put it into Constitution or whatever to have 1 billion hit points. Yeah. And so then, what I would flavor this as, to make it different from just like a Blade Song, right? Is I would flavor this as a turtle that uses magic to make armor for themselves, right? Oh, and also, by the way, if you're able to put a high stat into con like this, right? Then, oh, hey, you also add intelligence on top of that. Your concentration is going to be insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah. Swartle. Exactly. A swole turtle. And you're just a crazy bounty hunter or something that goes on a mission and he conjures magical armor when he needs to, And boom, there you go. He's a battle turtle. Now, as far as spells, if we were doing something like this, the weird thing about this is that if we're dumping dexterity, it does change up the Bladesinger playstyle a bit, and we lose a bit of damage because then we're not doing Booming Blade as our mainstay, right? Because we're not actually wielding weapons. We'd have to use like regular like wizard cantrips and stuff. So things like Firebolt, things like Shocking Grasp. And there you go, we're basically good for offensive cantrips. And then we have one more, probably take Prestidigitation, because that's just... Although Mold Earth could be fun. Mold Earth could be a lot of fun. They like dig around and shit. But no, let's say Prestidigitation, right? They kill people and then they come in and clean up the mess, right? Yes, and then you go into Mutant Blood Hunter. Yeah. No, but the thing is, you then stack that with Tortle. So now that's just level 2, right? But let's say you go in here, add another class. Blood Hunter. Here we go. See, so then you add this. Get up to level 3. Now, granted, this only ups your AC by 1. You'd have to go to later levels to get it to go up by 4, and I think... Let's see. Go Order of the Mutant. Yes. Which one is it? No. There we go. Sagacity. Now it's 11th level to get it to be up by 4, which isn't much because then you're taking 3 levels to get +1 to AC or 11 levels to get +2 to AC. Not great. Not great. So actually, I probably wouldn't do that. Probably wouldn't do that. Oh, nice, shiny boy. Yeah, yeah. But okay, so then you go over to spells. Add spells. So then for this, you take the usual stuff. Obviously, absorb elements. And then... yeah, long strider, because that's just helpful. You don't need mage armor. Do absolutely want shield. Silvery barbs, why not? And then rituals, probably like find familiar and detect magic. Although wait, no, you get another 2 at level 2. So then you go for let's see. Comprehend languages and identify methinks. Yeah. Now, the weird thing is, all right, now make a strength save. See, that's the usual problem with being a blade singer in general, so I'm not intimidated by that. I am not intimidated by that. Because the thing is, that's the situation with this one. This is the blade singer that I play with that same stat array, and I absolutely adore it. But level 10, 36 hit points, and that's with rolling well. I was rocking 11 hit points at level 3, but I was rocking 27 AC. Now, yeah, with these saves, it's just like, oh yeah, make a saving throw that's not Dex or Wiz or Int. Yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked. But that's why you have a party, and that's actually what makes this fun to play, and not just like a min-maxy, you're a god, and everybody else has to bow to you kind of a thing. Because you do actually rely on your party a lot. You need your healers, right? Because you will regularly be knocked unconscious, but you also make for a very effective tank, right? Because they don't need to heal you very much. They just need to heal you when you go down. So the enemies as a whole end up doing way less damage because they aren't hitting you. Like, they're never really hitting you with attacks. But you still do end up getting taken out. Although, would there be another kind of class combo that would go crazy with this? You could theoretically... Oh, right, you can't go into fighter because it's strength or dex at 13. Oh, yeah, also, Shiny Boy, just wanted to show something off to you as an idea that I had. Not that we're ever going to continue the campaign. If we do, that'd be awesome, but probably not. But I thought of something. Oh, wait, no, not this character. Reyna. I thought of something as a new mechanical thing for Reyna that would also be a ton of fun, given that you and Brando introduced your new characters that are the pirates, right? So feats, right? There's this and that and that and that, all that stuff that's bonus stuff. These 2 feats I have, right? Warcaster, enhanced concentration, cool. But for an additional feat, say at like level 12, or from like, you know, training and bonus stuff and all that stuff, right? Wait, Dark Gift, Echoing Soul, wait, what? Oh, okay, that's cool. But, where is it? Here we go. This one. As long as you are not wearing heavy armor or using a shield, which Reyna doesn't, you have a swimming speed and a climbing speed equal to your normal speed, and you gain a +1 to AC. So you spend a feat, valuable resource, to get +1 to AC. That doesn't really mean much at this point, but, you know, with this, you're talking a 31 AC while blade singing with shield, right? You could be hit with a 30, and you're like, sorry, DM, that misses. But then also just swimming and climbing speed, which could be flavored as the, oh, trains with the new pirates that come by, right? Yeah. And I don't know if that's an official feat or if it's a oh right, this is a background. But okay, yeah, unofficial feat that the DM made. I took this background once in a campaign and it was a lot of fun. Like, it's such a specific effect, but it's so cool when you do it. Of course, it means that you need to like split off from the party, which is, you know, complicated, but it's just fun. No, I don't think it's UA. I think it's just something that our DM made. Because since this is in the campaign, it, you know, within this character, I have access to the homebrew of the DM. So like, there's a bunch of stuff down here that's like all bonus stuff from the DM. But that's the tough part. Like when I think about doing something, so many of the builds that I come up with revolve around Blade Singer, because I feel like Blade Singer is just the perfect gish, you know? Like it's the perfect gish in 5e. And it's so perfect at it that there's not really much reason to do anything else. Yeah. So that everybody else can be in on the joke. This mad lad took Vanilla Ranger and proved how badass they can be, because there were situations where it was like tracking favored enemies in favored terrain, and he did stuff to take the guidance cantrip. So advantage plus a d4 with like only like a +6 to survival or something, you know, which is still good, but it's not like, you know, mind-blowing, right? Regularly rolled like 30 at like level 3, because it's just, well, advantage, I get a nat 20, 1 in 10 chance of that happening, and then, oh, I get a 4 on the d4, boom. And it was just this constant thing of, well, them being what you would hope a ranger would be, right? And the whole party was just beside themselves, shocked, because when in 5e is a ranger actually useful, right? But okay, yeah, I mean, it's an interesting idea. It's fun to see the numbers go burr like that, but oh, we'd actually have to change it to something in order to, okay. But what if there was something different? Because the idea that I had is, what if you did a barbarian or a monk that was also a blade singer? That way they could blade song on top of monks on armored defense or barbarians on armored defense. But for barbarian, it doesn't really work because they're raging, which, while that makes them take half damage, you can't cast spells and you can't blade song while using a shield, which barbarians can do. So the third stat outweighing the +2 in like a meaningful way is pretty unlikely. For monk, you're still dealing with 3 stats, and it's just like, yeah, I feel like it doesn't actually measure out, like even in the situation I gave where it was like the 18, 17, 16. It's not going to be much. Like, I mean, okay. Let's actually just look at this. All right. Yeah, Turtle Monk also just bypasses a lot of that problem, so change to something else. Say, I don't know. What would be one of the crazier races for stats? Say dwarf. Because they get... Right. They get +2 to strength and con, so you've got +2 to different stats. So you go dexterity, then you go wisdom, you come over here. Oh, right, but then the problem is that you'd be putting an 8 there. 18 there. 16 and 17. So, okay. If you did this, and then you add wizard 2 levels, take blade singing, which narratively does fit very well with monk, you know? You're at 19. This is basically just adding +3. Although +3 AC is pretty damn good. And then if you go to level 3 in monk, and you go into, Kensei. So let's say... Yeah, let's say longsword just for the fun of it, because it'll be essentially a finesse weapon anyways. And then hand crossbow, because it's a one-handed weapon. Oh, yeah, your extra languages were also super useful. Yeah. So, painters, sure. So, we're level 5. We don't have extra attack. Unfortunate. And theoretically, we'd want to actually... Yeah, both monk and wizard would both be good to take to extra attack, because with wizard, you'd be able to... Ooh, actually, that'd be crazy. If you got Blade Singer's extra attack, you'd be able to cast Booming Blade, make a regular attack, which you could then swap out for an unarmed strike to get the Kensei Monk +2 AC, and then do Flurry of Blows for 2 unarmed strikes. That's pretty dang good. Now, you wouldn't be able to do this on the first turn because Blade Song is a bonus action, but... So... Sure, that sounds fun. Now, in this group with the campaigns, we get a free feat just to keep things, you know, extra spicy and fun and stuff. So, want to take something that gives +1 wisdom? Like observant or Fey touched or something like that. Or, well, you wouldn't want to take one of the Hex or Hunter's Mark spells, because then that's another bonus action and you're already starved for those. What's something else that's good? There's always Skill Expert. Skill Expert's never bad. Keen Mind is strictly intelligence, yeah. Telekinetic or telepathic could be fun. You wouldn't really want telekinetic because the shove is a bonus action and you have better things to do with that. Telepathic, nah. Yeah, okay, so let's just keep it simple for now and say skill expert, right? So choose wisdom as your ability score. And then say everybody wants perception. And then say let's get expertise in perception, because why not? Why not? So, level 5. Very similar to Reyna as far as the stat spread and the things that you can do and the weaknesses and things with the saves and all that stuff. I actually kind of really like this. And you also have deflect missiles, which is a great ranged option, or defensive option. But then if you... Okay, so Booming Blade. Cool. Well, Blade Ward could be taken later. Take Wizard to 6. But Booming Blade is the main one. Absorb elements. And then shield, really. Everything else kind of doesn't matter. Just take what you want. Wait, no. No, while we're at it, let's do Longstrider. And I guess if we're doing this, we could be a dwarf, but we could also be... We could also be a half-elf if we wanted to. We could be a half-elf and then get +2 to make 20, and then +1 and +1. And then put the bonus 1 into intelligence instead. So we'd have 18 intelligence, 18 wisdom, 20 dex. 1 less AC base, but it'd be balanced out with Blade Song. But basically with this stuff, we would have... Oh shit. This would be 30 AC at level 5. Yeah. Because 20 base... Right? Because Monk. +3 from Blade Song. And then +2 from when you do the Kensei. Make an unarmed strike as part of the attack action on your turn and are holding a Kensei weapon. Gain a +2 bonus to AC until the start of your next turn while the weapon is in your hand and you aren't incapacitated. That's ridiculous. Now granted, these are very min-max stat spread. But like, this is actually a way where having 3 stats actually works out. Now the thing is, an equivalent barb would just have 22 AC at this point, and a boatload of hit points with half damage, or 20 AC with a 20 strength, right, and a boatload of hit points. But like, this feels I like it. And you've got the key points that you could use to do, flurry of blows, right? So you could still, like, you'd kind of get past the you could get past the extra attack problem a little bit because you have a D8 weapon that you could attack with, and then also get your unarmed strike, which would only be a D4, but still. But if people were attacking you and you needed to be on the front line, you do the +2 AC thing and just do 2 unarmed strikes. And then once you hit level 9, you could be going all the way into Wizard, get extra attack. Granted, you'd be giving up Stunning Strike, your deflect missiles would be worse and things like that. But, then you'd be level Or, wait, sorry. No, that wouldn't... No, yeah, it would be level 9. Right, because this is 5. 4 more levels. Get to level 9. Boom. Now you have, well, another ability score improvement. Cool. So if you go full nutty, that probably wouldn't actually be the best thing to do, let's be real, but it'd be hilarious. And then you have extra attack, so you make a Booming Blade cantrip attack. You make an unarmed strike for the other one to get the +2 AC. You can do Flurry of Blows to get 2 more. Even if you don't, you have the regular bonus action attack. So you'd be making a default Booming Blade +2 unarmed strikes every turn, minimum. Well, not first turn with Blade Song, but, you know, every turn, which is fantastic. Or, if you wanted to, and this would be the thing this is the thing that I love to do, is you take Blade Ward. That way, if you want to just make one less attack, like give up Booming Blade, you become a barbarian. Oh god, that sounds hilarious and terrifying, Ockback. I'm guessing not 5e, right? Because that would have been homebrewed stuff. It's some other system. Shocking Grasp is also a great one for Bladesinger. You can just take away someone's reaction. It was a Cloak of Stardust Crusader. Wow. That's great. Okay, so then you need to take Find Familiar, Detect Magic, Comprehend Languages, Alarm. And there'd be one more first level, I think. Identify, probably. Yeah. Now, what are the other things I'm curious about? Okay. Level 2. Level 2. I believe this is a wizard spell. Yes. Yes. On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends. At the end of each of its turns, it can make a con save. On a success, the spell ends. This means if you hit somebody with it, they do half damage with strength-based attacks for a turn, regardless. Regardless. And if it's against something that has legendary actions, that's even crazier, because theoretically you could do it right after its turn, and then all those legendary actions only do half damage. But okay, so you take that, you take invisibility, because why not? You could take Blur if you really wanted to, if you wanted to be evil. And then what else? Right, Shadow Blade, of course. Because you add Shadow Blade to all this nonsense. Although, well, no, it's a simple weapon, so that counts as a monk weapon then. Although it wouldn't count as your Kensei weapon. Could you theoretically make a Kensei weapon, or a Shadow Blade a Kensei weapon? Probably be too limiting. You probably wouldn't want to actually do that. But and then for third level, I mean, counterspell, dispel magic. If you wanted to be really funny, you take haste. Bump that AC up to 32. God. No, 33 with how this is. Because the int was bumped. I'll definitely take that. And then, I mean, sure. I mean, Fireball. It's hard to beat Fireball. But we're going for full and that's just the free spells. Oh, wait, cantrip. Firebolt for range, maybe? Yeah. Okay. So now go in, prepare. Oh, we have more. There we go. Boom. All right. We have a truly terrifying level 9 character. And then it's 8:05, so I gotta wrap this up. And then for a level 9 character, I would say a rare and 2 uncommons would be fairly standard as far as items. So a rare and 2 uncommons. What do we do here? And then oh, this is stupid. Just for the bonus to saving throws. +3 to AC and 2 to saves. I like that. That blade song and shield and haste. Holy shit. This would be 35 AC. Or wait, no. Blade Song is +4. Right. Blade Song is +4. So that puts you to 27. And then shield would put you to 32. Right. But damn. Would there be any other way to boost AC if we really wanted to? Is there any uncommon magic item? It's not like an improved shield, because that wouldn't work. Theoretically, well, no, because that. Because you could do, you can take, I showed you guys the Mariner feat that would add +1 to AC. If you wanted something like that would do it raw, you take the dual wielder feat to add an additional +1 AC, even though you wouldn't want to dual wield. But I'd say 32 AC all on your own is pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. I'd say that is pretty good. Or wait, no, I was wrong. I forgot that there's the +2 from Kensei. No, this would be 34 AC. Holy shit. Because the +2 from Kensei puts this to 25, +4 from Bladesinger puts it to 29, and then the +5 from Shield puts it to 34. Wait. You could have this meme and then be like, you know what? No, it does not. And that's while getting a +2 to saves. Now, granted, some of your saves are still going to be kind of garbo, right? But like, oh, that's great. Yeah, holy shit, Bladesinger and Monk actually is incredible. Kensei, like, oh my god. Holy shit. Oh man. Yeah, there's that part of me that's wondering, like, okay. if we do have a monk in the party, if somehow there was retraining that happened to, let's see, take back 3 levels. Right. What did I do on this one? That's right, I increased intelligence. Yes. So it would really be something that would become worthwhile at level 11, but at that point you'd be giving up like 6th level spells, which is real bad. But they already have bracers of defense. So if they also then swapped out their 8th level feat for +2 to wisdom, right? Their base AC would become 19, 21 with the bracers. Getting group protection would be that hard. Yeah. Oh my god. This is silly. This is actually just silly. Oh man, I can't wait to tell my some of my Pathfinder friends. Like, they hate 5e. They hate it. To be like, oh yeah, I got a character up to 34 AC. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that, Pathfinder, that's nothing crazy. And I'll be like, yeah, level 9. Yeah, that's nothing crazy in Pathfinder. I'm like, no. In 5e, bounded accuracy 5e. Like 34 AC. Even a level 20 character, or not level 20, because they might be able to break their 20 stat limit. A level 19 character with a +3 weapon and maxed stat. Unless it's like the ranged combat fighting style with the +2 attack. They would literally still need a nat 20 to hit. Like, oh man. Wait, what's, Tarask 5e. No, the Tarask in 5e is a joke. Let's be real. But how much attack do it have? 19. That's respectable. So it would have a 25% chance of hitting. Only a 25% chance. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Now, of course, one hit would, paste ya. But oh, I kind of love this. I kind of really love this. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just let's see. I need to name this. Sure, there we go. That's a proper name. All right, and that is a good place to end the stream. We have done the insane. Yeah. And again, this is with a very min-maxed stat array. This wouldn't actually be very helpful in another situation because getting 3 stats this high is crazy. Go nap and we shall see each other in about 6 hours. No, now I go over to my other job. But anyways, yes, I'll catch you later. It's been great fun hanging out. I will see you in 7 hours for Final Fantasy XIV. And yeah,